Welcome to another video with me, Elmo J. Karjalainen, and it's good to have you along. Today I'm taking a look at the EVH 5153 Lunchbox amp valve head thingamajig, and I'll be right back after this intro. Okay, so welcome back. Today I'm taking a look at the EVH 5153 Lunchbox all-tube head. It's 15 watts, it costs just under 500 euros here in Europe. There's a second model available which costs just over 500 euros here in Europe. This one is the one that has a crunch channel and a full burn channel, and the other one has a clean channel and a crunch channel, which for kind of my purposes would be better. But I'm going to be checking out this thing. It's small, it's compact and all that. On the front it has gain, your 3-band EQ and presence and a volume, and you can switch channels. What here? There's a little LED that switches colour. On the back side it has a resonance knob, and we'll see what that does as well. What else do I have here? I have a custom mahogany Strat with Seymour Duncan YJ and Fury pickups. They're stacked humbuckers in case you were wondering, although I suspect you weren't. I also have a Fender Yngwie Malmsteen overdrive, which I'm going to try out with this as well, see how it takes a pedal. I have it hooked up to a Marshall 4x12 cab with Celestian greenbacks, and it's all mic'd with an AKG C414. Wow, that's a lot of terminology and stuff. Now, before I get going, I have to say I already did this video once, but I have a problem with audio, so I'm redoing it now. So in case my reactions aren't entirely, genuinely spontaneous, I hope you'll forgive me. So, let's just check out the amp. I don't know if it's audible to you, but here it makes a bit of a ground hum. I don't know why it does that. Here's the amp with gain at 9 o'clock, the EQ, everything set to 12 o'clock, and just a bit of volume because it gets surprisingly loud. This is what it sounds like, no pedals except for a bit of delay. Oh my god, it sounds so good! I've never heard anything like it! Oh, seriously. I did know it was going to sound good, and I think it does sound good. Let's add a bit of gain. We're on the crunch channel, by the way. So now gain is halfway and it's getting a bit hissy. For the next review, we'll get someone who can actually play the guitar. Let's see what the full burn channel does. That makes a ton of noise. Okay, so you get a bunch more gain when you put on the full burn channel, which is kind of logical. Let's add a bit more gain. Gain now at 3 o'clock on the crunch channel. Okay, so noise is a bit of an issue when you turn up the gain a bit more. When I tried to make this video previously, I did try it with the noise gates in the loop, but that made really weird results. It kind of got a pumping type thing going, which was not nice. I was using the Boss NS2. I think you could get a better kind of noise gate that would do the job, but I'm not entirely sure. So noise might be an issue, but I like the sound of this thing. Okay, so I've dialed back gain halfway, and I'll drop bass a bit because I think it's a bit dark. Add a bit of treble and middle and presence as well. Let's see what it does now. Okay, liking the EQ a bit more. Let's see what the resonance knob does. I'll just turn it all the way one way. The other way. Okay, I like it halfway. Let's see how much gain this thing puts out. So I'll put it on the full burn and just put gain on full. And the same thing on the crunch channel. Okay, so those are some of the sounds. You could get different sounds by tweaking the EQ. Just turn bass all the way down just to see what it does. Same again with treble. I think you get the general idea. Next I'm going to try it out with the Fender Yngwie Malmsteen overdrive pedal, so I have a fairly low amount of gain going on. Also a fairly low amount of tuning of the guitar. With the Fender it makes this kind of noise. That's why a noise gate is good. That's a bit much gain. I'll drop a bit of the gain on the Fender. I'm really liking the sound of this amp. I really like it. Like I said, it was fairly loud when I tried it. That won't transmit on YouTube in any way, shape or form. But is it loud enough to play with a band? I suppose it would be. At least if you have a proper cab and you have it kind of so it's not blowing underneath you. Depends on your drummer. If your drummer is very loud, then that might be a problem, but I think this sounds louder than the Marshall Origin 20 watts. It sounds fairly loud. It sounds like a beast. It sounds great in my opinion. Yeah, what's not to like? I mean, it's Eddie Van Halen's amp, so why not like it? In fairness, I have to say I was very surprised by this amp because I remember trying out an old 5150 and not liking it at all. But this one, totally different in my opinion. Might be that I just didn't know how to use the 5150 because that was way back when. I had no idea what cab I was using. But this one sounds absolutely killer with this cab. It sounds great. Yeah, that's kind of the long and short of it. So I have nothing else for you today. I hope you liked the video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Comment, let me know what you thought. Have you tried this? I mean, Lunchbox amps are a new thing for me. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that bell notification thing and support me on Patreon because I buy the gear that I review. Honest review. This sounds brilliant. I mean, it really does. And it seems well made and all that. I could look inside and not know what I'm looking at because I'm a bit stupid when it comes to that kind of thing. And yeah, and if you join me on Patreon, you get a bunch of exclusives. And if you want free music, check out the link to my website below in the description. There's free music, a compilation album. Yes, that's all I have for you today. I'll end by playing a bit more on this and I hope to see you in another one. Take care. Goodbye.